Dzień dobry, witam. Wybiła godzina 10.
Good morning. It is 10 o'clock, so we'll resume the meeting of EGM of Tauron Polska Energia, which was stopped. This is a meeting which was appointed on the 21st of November 2019. Today we have in general action 1,200,000,000 represented. We have 993,213,171 shares, which give 76.776 shares in total. We have 986,357,544 votes, and represented shareholders is in the number of 134. I'd like to remind you that on the 21st of November we implemented 8 points of the agenda. We've got 2 last points to implement, 9 and 10, and if I may, I shall continue where we stopped, and we will adopt resolutions on point 9 on changes in the composition of the supervisory board of the company. This was assumed upon the KGHM Polska Miedź application, who filed such a request and said they would present proper resolution and application to complete the supervisory board. Now, the composition of the supervisory board foresees 9 members, where we have 1 free spot. There's 1 vacancy. We have 8 out of 9 ready. So today we will appoint 1 member of the supervisory board. Before we start proposing candidates, as per our regulation, the member of EGM gives propositions of members with justification and attaches the written statements of the candidates, unless it's done orally. Statement on this candidates meeting or not the criteria of independence from the company and entities which are associated with it, in the understanding of regulations that are relevant to it, and agreement to undertake the position of and no obstacles to the function, and agreement to proceed its personal data processing. As per paragraph 22, they are excluded from voting at the EGM during on appointment of other supervisory board members, but they're not obliged to appoint statements. Now, please file your propositions for candidates. On behalf of KGHM Polska Miedź S.A., I would like to suggest to the meeting the candidate for supervisory board, Dr. Grzegorz Peczkis. Grzegorz is with us today. I'll pass the microphone over so he could present himself. I was born in 1976 in Poland. When I completed further stages of education in Polish, in Silesia Polytechnics University, that's where I did my PhD, that's where I worked. I did with energy transfer machines, in particular rotor pumps, high implementation for power plants, for cooling and power systems for mines. During my scientific work, I wrote several articles with regards to energy. At the same time, since I'm a flow machine constructor, I received 12 patent solutions, which all of them were achieved. During my social activity, I was selected for the 9th term for the Senator of Poland, and that's where I dealt in Senate. I worked for the National Economy Department, where I dealt with energy in the difficult period of transition for Poland and unified Europe and the infrastructure. That's what I focused on, and that's where I focused my energy. So this is my short introduction. I'm married, no children. Thank you very much. Any other candidates? Any other suggestions? If not, yes. If then later on I'd like to ask for a break. Are there any other candidates? So we don't have too long break. I see there are no other candidates. No. We'll have 5 minutes break.
Szanowni Państwo,
Gentlemen, I think we are all here, so we can proceed. Before the break, we had the candidate of Mr. Grzegorz Peczkis submitted for the supervisory board, and all the declarations that are required were submitted. No other candidates were submitted. Therefore, I suggest that we move on to voting on the resolution that you see displayed on the screen, and I'll read it. It's Resolution number 8 of the extraordinary meeting of shareholders of Tauron Polska Energia S.A. dated 6th of December 2019 on appointment of a supervisory board member of Tauron Polska Energia S.A. Extraordinary meeting of shareholders of Tauron Polska Energia S.A. based in Katowice, acting under Article 385, Paragraph 1 of the Code of Commercial Companies and Partnerships, Paragraph 33, Section 35, Section 1.4 of the Articles of Association, adopts as follows. Mr. Grzegorz Peczkis is appointed as a member of the Supervisory Board of Tauron Polska Energia S.A. For the 5th joint term of office. And paragraph 2, the resolution becomes effective on the day of adoption. And please vote now. Has everybody voted? Not yet. Has everyone cast their vote? If so, I'm closing the voting, and please, I would like to ask the returning committee to provide the results of the vote. Thank you very much. The resolution on appointing Mr. Grzegorz Peczkis has been adopted in a secret voting. 459,509,160 votes have been cast, which constitute 26% of the shares represented at the meeting, because the Treasury was excluded from the meeting. The votes for 238,932,148 votes, which is 51.99 votes cast. Votes against 98,043,867, and abstentions 122,533,145. So the resolution has been adopted. Congratulations, you're a member of the supervisory board. And since we've exhausted the agenda, so let's move on to item 10. The agenda of the supervisory board of November has been exhausted, so I am closing the debates.